Oh, dude. I mean, maybe not like this. Good reload in the open, that's good.
Who wants to come back?
Dude, you're looking right at. Oh my.
If I can't get in on this right now,
Oh,
Jesus
he's dead. He's
Christ.
dead. There's 4 guys.
Oh
He's
my
dead.
God, dude.
The whole team popped out. Dude, get
Dude,
the
fuck
fuck
it.
out of there.
I'm going to airport tower, dude. I'm going to airport tower. Dan, get to airport with me.
Yeah, I'm just trying to.
Dude.
They won't see me. They won't see me.
They do see you.
What
They
the fuck are
100%
you
see
saying right now? You're saying because you're in spotter scope mode, they can't see you?
My gun's not
What?
sticking out. My gun's not sticking out. Oh, see?
It's on your back still.
Oh.
How is this working? They're running right past him! Oh my god, he ran
Alex,
over.
no! Oh, dude, you can't
Why?
kept it, bro.
You just had it! Oh my god! You totally proved me wrong and then you totally just basically bent over for them. What's up, nerds? It's Mike again with another video. This time, we'll be talking about those red doors. That's right, you've probably seen a couple pop up here and there, or maybe you haven't. And if you're looking for them, this is the video for you. I'm going to start by going over where the red doors take you. There's a couple different locations on the map, and then I'll lay that out with a full map to show each location. And then I'm going to show you individual locations that we found with red doors and ones that have been confirmed by the community. And then I'll end it by having a map with all of those locations on there too. I have this timestamped in the description below, so if you want to skip ahead, feel free to do that. But before we get started, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. And if you don't, tell me why in the comment section below. We're always here to help. And if you know any other red door locations that aren't on this map here, or that I haven't discussed in the video, please leave that in the comment section below. I'll go ahead and investigate that and try to get this up here and updated. And lastly, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the upcoming Warzone content. I told you in the last video we're coming back, hitting it hard, and that's what we're doing. So, make sure to subscribe. Alright, let's start this off with the locations that the red doors can take you to. There is a total of 12 locations that you can end up going to. It is at random, so a specific red door doesn't take you to a specific ending, but it's good to know where you can end up. Also, if you saw my last video, there is a glitch currently in the schoolhouses, which is a destination that the red doors can take you to, so you need to be aware of that. So having said that, the first one is up in the top of the map, top left. It's near military base and that fire station to the left of military base. There's a little shack in between the fire station and the little houses over there that pretty much no one ever goes to, but that is the first location on this map that red doors can take you to, and you can see that here. The next location is in Salt Mine. It's the only one in Salt Mine, and you can see that here. It's pretty much in the middle. It's kind of a hard space to get out of, but if you get there early, you're gonna have a good chance of getting more loot because Salt Mine is usually pretty flush with loot. The next one we're going to talk about is in between Salt Mines and Lumber. It's at the area that has the police station and a cluster of buildings, and across the bridge they have the bunker. And as you can see, it's right here. It's a little different than some of the other buildings that you've seen previously, but this is definitely a location, so be aware of that. The next one is in Lumber, and again, it's kind of that same building type, I guess you could say, as the one in Salt Mine. And that one's, again, pretty much right in the middle of Lumber, so kind of a hot location depending on what time you get there. The next one is actually in the basement in Farmland, and this one's actually a really cool one if you get to check it out. They have a little more in there for you to look at as far as like the brainwash machines and all the TVs. It's pretty cool. And that one's a nice one because it's kind of lower in Farmland. The next one's in Promenade, and it's in the school, the one that you saw in my previous video that people can glitch into. This one, you do want to be cautious. If you get teleported into this area, you need to get the hell out right away. And the way you can know this is right when you teleport, you'll see where your cursor is going to go before you get there. So just try to be aware of that as best as possible. The next location, as you can see here, is at the bottom of the map. It's the most southern like house area. And there's a little shack next to it that is the next spawn location, as you can see here. That one's a pretty nice one because you're by yourself pretty much in the open. Rarely people go here. But it is next to the train, so just be aware of that. The next one is going to be all the way to the left of the map. It's the housing cluster across from Boneyard. There's another little shack there that allows you to spawn in and get some loot. The next one is in Storage Town, and it's at the building that's at the furthest north of Storage Town. Because there's a couple different buildings, but the one furthest north in Storage Town is the next one, as you can see here. And then there's the one in Factory. This building layout is exactly the same as the one in Lumber and the one in Salt Mine. Again, this isn't a hot area. It is in Factory next to Superstore. So just be aware when you come out. Be a little cautious. The next one is also in a shack. It is in the shack that's, as you can see here, kind of across the way from the airport tower. So people do like to watch that one when they're in the airport tower. So be aware again when you come out of there. Either book it or make sure you're prepared to fight a sniper, most likely. The last one is back in the schoolyard. And this one's under Lazoff area. It's those buildings that don't have a name for some reason. But again, this was in my last video, the glitch. So they can definitely camp that spot underneath ground. It's a total pain in the ass. So if you know you're going there, get the hell out quick, because it's not worth trying to fight that. Having said all that, here's a map of all of those locations that I just showed you. So you can screenshot this or do whatever you want with this to know where you could end up. And I'm going to be doing the same thing with the red door locations at the end of that section. So give it a second so you can take a look, take a screenshot. Alright, and now we're going to be getting into the red door locations. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is all these locations I show you here have multiple spawn points in them. So for example, my first one will be one that I had some good success in, and that is going to be the mine shaft all the way to the left of the map. This mine shaft, it can spawn downstairs, upstairs, the building literally right next to it. It does have a couple different spawns. I'm showing you just one of them here. So it can spawn in this mine shaft. And the reason I'm showing you this one first is because this one by far had the highest success rate of finding a red door for us. And you can see what it did here. It's super cool. You go and get some free loot. And that's what's inside of those locations that I showed earlier. It's all this free loot and good stuff. So it's awesome. Definitely take advantage if you can. The next big one for us was Nakatomi Tower. I found multiple different locations in Nakatomi Tower that had red doors. I only went there about 4 or 5 times. And about 50% of the time I found a red door. So definitely worth trying to go to Nakatomi Tower. I found one, as you can see here, on floor 2. Which is the one that most people have probably shown or talked about. But I also found one up in floor 32, as you can see here. And that one, I wasn't even looking for. I was actually just trying to loot and mess around. So definitely go all the way up if you're going to go into Nakatomi Tower to just at least give it a glance for that red door. The next one I'm showing you here is up in Summit. And this is one we had a lot of success with. We dropped there, I don't know, a total of 10 times. And this one was about 40% of the time we found it. This one was kind of hidden, as you can see here, not where I was expecting it to be. But you can hear from the sounds that I'm going to do for you here. You hear that sound? That's the sound of the red door. So just make sure you're keeping an ear out for that in all of these locations. The next one I'm going to show you is in Salt Mine. It's the northern building in Salt Mine. And this location, as you can see, I didn't find a red door. These are the confirmed spots that I'm showing you for here on out. I dropped in Salt Mine many times. More times than the last 3 locations I showed you combined. And I still never once found a red door. So do with that what you will. Maybe I just got unlucky. Who knows? But this is the confirmed spots for Salt Mine. And it's also, as you can see, in the southern building in Salt Mine that I'm showing you here as well. These are both locations that are confirmed by the community. However, I did not find them myself. The next area I'm showing you is Factory. There was a couple different locations people talked about. These ones I'm showing you are locations that people confirmed to have seen red doors and ones that actually posted images or videos, but not one I got to experience myself. So again, I didn't drop Factory that much, not near as much as I did in Salt Mine, but it was still more than Nakatomi Tower and Satellite, yet I never found a red door. Again, that could just be bad luck. This last one here is in Stadium. There's 3 different confirmed locations in Stadium, and I dropped here, no joke, 100 times, and never once found a single red door. I've seen many posts about Stadium. I've seen many pictures and confirmations, again, from the community. However, I dropped there so many times, it's ridiculous. Never once found it. So, I don't know. Fuck the Stadium. It's not worth going to, at least in my mind, because I went there way too many times to find 0 red doors. So if it was up to me, I would never ever drop Stadium ever again for a red door. But you do with that what you will. Again, here is the map now of all the locations that I had talked about. You can do whatever you want with this. You can screenshot it, whatever. But this is a good map to have. I found some maps out there that weren't near as accurate. And it was really hard to find some of these locations because all of the maps were at least a little off. So I tried to give you the most accurate map possible for both the red door random spawn locations and for their destinations they take you to. So hopefully you liked the video. If you got this far, thank you so much. Make sure to give us that thumbs up. And in the comments section below, if you could do me a huge favor, put Mark is a poo-poo face. All right, and as always, later, nerds.